So now that you're done with the benefit emails, let's move on to the remaining last email swipes, which is the close. Now, the close can consist of about the two emails, and it should be the countdown and the final close. So if you really want to, you can add 3 emails if you would like to. Really, the countdown and the close are going to be very, very similar, but the countdown is going to let them know. Let's say, for example, that you have a offer or webinar replay that is going for 72 hours. So maybe at the last 24 hours, you could have the countdown or even 48 hours warning them that, hey, when the timer ends, then so does this webinar replay. So you could have one at the 48-hour mark. You could have one at the 24-hour mark. You could even have one at the 12-hour mark, and you can have a final close. So it doesn't have to be 2 emails. It can be you can be 3, you can be 4, you can be more. But really what this is trying to do is warn the prospect that, hey, if you don't buy it now, this offer will definitely disappear. Now, keep in mind that, if you set it up so that it doesn't really disappear, you may not want to use a countdown or a final close. Now, you might ask the question, what if this offer closes? Does it make me lose money or anything like that? Not necessarily. You can actually open it up later down the road. So these 2 emails, or whatever number of emails that you want, are crucial to getting as many sales as possible because they use scarcity. So if you think about a lot of sales like the Black Friday sale or really urgent time-limited sales, a lot of people tend to stand in line, they get it, or they don't. If they don't get it and it closes, that's fine because they're going to want it later on. And of course, you can offer it maybe for a limited 24-hour time period. So there's actually ways to go about doing it so that it actually closes down, like the actual webinar page will close down, but you need a special script in order to do that. And I'll talk about how you can go about doing that, what scripts you can buy that will actually do that to kind of create that experience where something actually closes down. So for now, let's go ahead and jump right in, and I am going to show you how to write these 2 last emails. As you will see, they are going to be very, very similar. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so when it comes to the close and the countdown, they are going to be very, very similar. So I'm going to start with the close to kind of get the countdown go. Now, the subject line can be something like replay coming down. Now, you don't really need to specify a number of hours just yet because it depends on how many closes that you want. So if you want to say you want to close and say we're counting down via the 48-hour mark, 24-hour mark, 12-hour, and then of course you close. So those are 4 emails. So you would have 3 closes. They would all be very, very similar. And then, of course, the last one is the big, we're closing now kind of thing. So really what it comes down to is they're not very, very different. So I'm going to keep it simple, and we're just going to keep 1 close and 1 countdown. All right, so we're going to say replay coming down, original headline. And if you want, you can put dash 48 hours, or you can put it over here, 48 hours left. You could put 24. You could even put it over here and test it out and say 24 hours left. But I often found that the actual countdown being in the beginning actually helps, because when they're scanning through their emails, they're actually able to see the countdown number at the beginning of the subject line. So if they're going through the emails and they see that, most likely, if you think about it, that's when they actually will, click on that. So you can say, hey friend, or hey first name. Just a reminder that if you missed original headline webinar, so very, very easy, the replay is coming down very soon. Last chance to watch it here. Put the replay link here. And then we scroll down. And if you need to go back and pause it and write it down, that's fine. We really deliver tons of tips and ideas to achieve end goal. You can say it's a huge time saver, or it saves money, saves time, prevents problems. So this could change if you want to. In fact, if you enter currently doing something that is not working. So you could say if you're currently, on this weight training diet, or if you're trying to lose cholesterol and you're currently using this right now and it's not working, then right now, go watch right away. So you say go watch right away, as we think what you will see will blow you away. All right, so you can reword it. It doesn't have to be exact, but something of that matter, just to give people an idea of a push that, hey, what you're currently doing may not be working, or what you're currently doing may be taking a lot of time. But what you're going to learn on this webinar is something that will speed it up, will save you time, or whatever. So this could be the benefit angle. You could put other benefit angles in the other closes as well. So really what you're doing, if you think about it, you're taking your benefit angles and placing them in the close and the countdown as well. So you can say a lot of attendees were shocked at how simple this is to do. So go ahead and grab a beverage first, watch it here. But that page will be removed very soon in X amount of hours, so don't put this off any longer or you will miss out. Warm regards, your name. Now in this case, we don't really need to have a PS because we're counting down. But if you want to have several countdowns, you can change this to replay coming down, different benefit angle, and you can place the different benefit angles in the close as well. So really you're rehashing and reusing the same wordage so that they get used to it. All right. So that's pretty much it. And with that said, let's move on to the next video.